What's up? What's up? Live on YouTube, live on Facebooks, 2 Facebook pages, live on X. So, what is going on, people? How is everyone doing today? Today, you guys, I'm going to be airing a incredible interview that I had in Dubai at the Gladiator Summit. This beautiful soul. I spoke with her at the Gladiator Summit and we got to talking. And wow, it's an incredible story. So I will be airing her interview tonight, but I first wanted to open with a meditation. So I'm going to let people get in here. And then I am going to get to going, guys. So, how is everybody doing? I hope everybody is doing fantastic. Let me just make sure that we're live on the other platforms real quick. Let's see, guys. And how's everybody's? Yes, we are. We are definitely live. Okay. How is everybody's year going so far? Guys, I don't even know. It's so crazy because I literally was traveling from the middle of December until probably the beginning of this week, nonstop. So I'm back at it, guys. I'm back at it. I'm back in my studio. I will be back going live. And I'm bringing back Biohack Your Best Life, you guys. And I see my good friend, Rivette, in the chat. What's up? How are you? So good to see you here. So yeah, guys, I'm bringing Biohack Your Best Life back. And my first episode of Biohack Your Best Life Unlimited version will be this Friday at 7:30 p.m. Eastern. And I will be talking about how to activate your pineal gland and what the pineal gland is for, how it gets damaged and calcified through life, and how to decalcify it so that you're able to align with your highest self. Okay. So that's what I will be going over on Friday at 7:30. And yeah, guys. So let me just explain a little bit about what I'm about to do here. So this beautiful woman, her name is Lina. Okay. And Lina is the strongest woman I have ever met in my life. When I saw her on stage, I mean, we met at the speakers dinner, right? Before the whole summit was. We all the speakers went to a speakers dinner and we met at the speakers dinner. And I noticed her beautiful self right away because she has this awesome hair, right? And I used to have my hair every single color, like every single color. My hair was like green, purple, red, all the colors, even rainbow at one point. So I noticed her hair and I went over to her and I'm like, I love your hair. I love your style. You're just awesome. You're like a little golden shiny thing over here. And I'm just like, I love you. And I went over and talked to her and I was like, so what are you speaking about? And I expected her to say something like, speaking about, I don't know, the inspiration. But she, kind of said, my speaking stuff is going to be a little hard. It's going to be heartbreaking and you might cry. And I'm like, okay, well, if that's what it is, then that's what it is. Like, I didn't know what she was talking about at all. I was just like, okay, well, all right. So I made sure that during the summit that I was there for her speaking engagement. Okay. And so she spoke and I was in tears, just tears. And I'm like, great, I have to speak in a couple hours. And now my makeup and everything is falling. I'm like, this sucks. But anyways, long story short, this woman has one of the most incredible stories that I've ever heard in my life. I thought that my life was hard. No. I can't. It's hard for me to even have words to talk about this story, her story. I mean, it's horrible. And it's not like she did anything to cause any of this. So we have to always remember and be in such gratitude for our health, okay? For our loved ones, for our good times. It's like we always get so freaking distracted and stressed that we forget that life is this, right? It is the dash between the birth date and the death date. Life is the journey, Okay. We are always trying to get there, get there. Oh, I'm not going to be happy until I won't be happy until I get all of that money. I'm not going to be happy until I get the perfect relationship. I won't be happy until I get that career. Like, we are ruining the dash, the journey. It's like this is the fun part of life, okay? And we just get so stressed that we lose this part. We lose the dash and we just try to get to the end. And I'm telling you guys, this is story tonight that you're about to hear, you'll see. And you'll sit in gratitude of presence, of family, okay? That's literally what was reflected back to me during this interview. So I first want us all to join together to do a healing meditation, okay? I will give you a little bit of info. So Lina has a rare genetic disease and she has 3 children. It is a 50-50 chance that you will give it to your children, okay? And she gave it to every one of her children. So she has the disease and her 3 children have the disease. And she didn't find out about this until after, when her children started getting sick, when her baby started getting sick. So, you know, I want us to join together in a meditation, if that is okay with everybody. It would mean so much. And then I will air her episode. And yeah, she's an incredible woman, guys. And if we can just close our eyes for a second, breathe a little bit, and you guys can follow along this meditation, I would love to do it. It's for the world, for healing energy, for her and her 3 children. Okay. Thank you guys for your support. I appreciate all of you so much. And make sure that you guys come back on Friday at 7:30 while I do my Biohack Your Best Life live. Okay. Activating your pineal gland. All right. So let me see here 1 second, guys. I'm going to play some music and we will get started. Let's see. Can you guys hear this in the chat? Let me know. Send me some fireballs in the chat. Take us. Feel really good. I hope you guys can hear us. See my boo Taryn. Hear me open. Oh, can you hear me now? And you turn it down a little bit more. How about this? Is this better? That's better. Let me know in the chat if you can see fantastic. Appreciate it. Okay. Good now. See you guys. Muffled still. Am I still muffled? Let's see. Let me know right now, guys. Muffled still. This is weird because I do these, so this is a bit more. Turn it down a little bit more. Let's see. Here we go. What about that? I think this is good now. Yeah? Is this good? My voice is going in and out. Thank you guys for working with me here. Music, my voice sounds muffled. Oh, now, is this better? I'm getting a yes from Rusty. Okay, good, good. We good now. Yeah, we good? Okay. All right, guys. Thank you so much. Thank you for your patience. I appreciate it. Okay. All right. Everybody close their eyes. Close your eyes. Close your eyes. Close your eyes. Listen to my dog bark. Sorry about that. All right, take a slow breath. Deep breath in through your nose and gently exhale through your mouth. All right, and inhale slowly. Allow let the muscles in your face relax. Let your shoulders drop. Let your breath become slow and natural. Right now, there is nowhere you need to go. Nothing you need to do, and nothing you need to force. This moment is simply about presence, passion, about intention, and healing. To inhale, imagine drawing in, and as you exhale, any tension. Feel your body settling. Feel the stillness begin to form. Now bring your awareness to your heart. When you focus your attention on the heart, that becomes more coherent, more powerful. Imagine a light beginning to glow in the center of your heart. It may turn any color that feels natural to you. And at first, this light is small with a spark, but with every breath, it grows larger and larger, expands further and further. This light represents compassion. It represents love. It represents the deepest healing energy that human beings can generate. Allow that light to grow and feel the warmth spreading in your chest. Feel the sense of openness. Now imagine that this light begins filling your entire body. Watch the light go from the top of your head, top of your face, shoulder, chest, hip, elbows, knees, calves, feet. Every breath strengthens the field of energy that you are creating. A beautiful field of compassion and healing is surrounding you. Imagine this light extending beyond your body, filling the room, extending into your entire and beyond. City, the state, the country, and the globe. Now within this energy, we bring our attention to Lina. See her soul as the strong, courageous mother that she is. A woman who carries immense love for her children. A woman who continues to move forward even in the face of something incredibly difficult. See her soul, her energy surrounded in soft, radiant light. This light that represents strength. It represents protection. It represents the love of thousands of hearts joining together. Now gently bring her 3 children into this space. See them as little souls and surround them with that radiant sphere of light with projected hearts. See them safe, supported, held in a field of compassion. Imagine the light from your heart flowing towards them like a warm wave of energy. It surrounds Lina and surrounds each of her 3 children. See this healing light moving through their bodies, and imagine the light bringing harmony to them, bringing strength to their immune system, bringing calm to their nervous systems. Now take a slow breath and imagine the DNA within their body, each strand surrounded with healing energy. Feel the love and compassion being directed towards them, not from one person, but from many hearts joining together. Let them feel that they are not alone. Let it move beyond Lina and her children, and let it expand again across the planet. See this light moving across continents, across oceans, touching every part of the world. Surround the people on the planet with this beautiful glowing light. Take a deep breath and feel the power of collective attention. When our hearts come together in compassion and connection, we are able to heal together. We create possibility. We create momentum. And we create hope. Now bring your awareness back to your heart and feel that golden light still glowing there. Know that every act of compassion, every moment of love contributes to the healing in the world. Tonight, we hold Lina in our heart. We hold her children in our hearts. We hold every family facing rare disease in our hearts. And we send a powerful intention out into the universe. May healing continue to unfold. Take one slow, deep breath in and feel the gratitude for the love that exists within humanity. Feel the gratitude and power of compassion. And when you're ready, gently bring awareness back to your body. Wiggle your toes, wiggle your fingers, and come back to it. That was cool. Thank you guys so much from the deepest bottom of my heart. Seriously. That was incredibly powerful. You know, this stuff works, and it might seem like things are woo-woo, okay? But quantum physics is now proving that energy is real. And not only is it real, it is everything, okay? So just by us doing that prayer, doing that meditation, we just sent great healing heart vibes out into the ether. And we have added to the collective consciousness of this planet. So thank you guys so much. I really do, from the bottom of my heart, appreciate that. I'm telling you, we got to come together, guys. Come together in community, come together, stop judging each other, stop hating each other, stop fighting each other. It's like, come on. It's not hard to come together and do nice things for people. You know what I'm saying? Like, we got to be better. All right. Now, Lina, everyone knows what just happened in Dubai. We filmed this episode in Dubai. Like I said, I met Lina in Dubai. So she lives there with her kids. And her son, unfortunately, has surgery in America on March 16th. And because flights are grounded, she doesn't know if she's going to be able to travel. So if you guys, before you go to sleep tonight, just if you could say a little prayer, send some energy. Just she needs all the good energy that she can get right now, okay? Because it's very important for these kids to have these surgeries to get their tumors removed. Now, I will let her explain everything from here, okay? So I'm going to now air this episode, guys. I really appreciate everyone that joined me in this healing meditation. I love you guys all so much. Seriously, it means a lot. This type of stuff is what will heal the world, us coming together and doing for others, having compassion for others. And, that's what it's about. So anywho, guys, without further ado, I'm going to start the episode. And I guess I will see everyone back here on Friday at 7:30 p.m. Eastern. And I will be teaching you guys how to activate your pineal gland, how to decalcify it. Okay. So join me on Biohack Your Best Life Friday. All right, guys, here is the episode. I hope you all enjoy, and I love you all so much.
Belief is, God tests you. I've lost friends because they told me that. Don't tell me God is testing me. God is not a masochist, yeah? He doesn't make kids suffer to see how much you believe in him. For me, it is bad luck. It's a gene that doesn't work. It has nothing to do with God. God gave me my soul, put it in this body, and he said, there you go. That's what I believe. Often I'm asked, would you have kids? I adore them, but no. I would not have kids if I knew that they would get that. And actually, for my kids, I tell them from now, if you want to have kids, it's going to be IVF. Because you can test the embryo and you can take the VHL negative embryos. People tell me, so you mean you didn't want these kids? Their soul is their soul. I believe they would have had the same soul in just a slightly different body. So I have zero moral issues with IVF.
Lina El Zein was raised in Lebanon during times of conflict, where she learned resilience at a young age. Now residing in Dubai, she manages her career, family, and life with VHL, a rare hereditary condition that affects her and all three of her children. With 2 master's degrees in marketing and secondary education, Lina is an accomplished marketer with over 20 years of experience across retail, B2B, and B2C. She's also an influential advocate within her community, actively participating in cancer research studies and rare disease initiatives. Lina is on a mission to find a cure for VHL within her children's lifetimes. Her story is one of both setbacks and the strength to bounce back. The journey of a modern-day gladiator proving resilience can turn pain into purpose and advocacy for hope.
Yeah, you better. Cause you want this, I want this. Everybody in this world should have it. Stop illusions, it's in your hands. Show yourself, reveal it to them. Yeah, you better. Take the time to recognize it. You won't leave me even if I tried it. You're the artist, I'm the mess, and happily be found the new in your hands.
What's up, everyone? Welcome to another episode of Unlimited with Elisabeth Carson. Today, I am joined by a beautiful soul who I met at the Gladiator Summit, and the story that she has, that she is going to share today, it was like, I automatically was like, I need to have you on my show. So, Lina, thank you so much for being here with me today. I appreciate it.
Well, thank you so much for doing this. I cannot tell you how much I appreciate it, because this subject is not always happy, and it's not always what people like to share. But those with empathy and a heart, like, understand how important it is that we carry this flag. So thank you for doing this.
Yes, yes. Well, you know what? It's your story of resilience. And I remember even before you went on stage, we connected because I was peeping you from the speakers, and I was like, look at that girl with the hair. I love her hair. I was like, oh my gosh, her style. So I had to come over to you. I was immediately drawn to you. And I was sharing with you how I just, I can take on everything. I mean, I have a story of resilience, That's why I have a huge following of people that understand my story. Like, whoa, how does she do that? And I was like, yes, I can take anything. I can go through anything. But what I won't and can't, I don't think could ever deal with is something to ever happen to my child. And so for you to go through what you've been through and to continue to live this daily, it's just, I don't know how you do it. So first, can you explain what your story is?
Sure. So in 2017, my son was 8. So I have 3 kids, 6, 7, and 8. That's how old they were in 2017. He started having night sweats, like profuse night sweats. And for 5, 6 months, I was going from one clinic to the other, and his blood tests were okay. So all the doctors were like, wait, we'll do more tests. Long story short, it turned out to be an adrenal tumor, which causes, so your adrenals, I never knew how important they are, but they basically regulate your mood, your flight and fight mode. So when you have an adrenal tumor, you go on a fight mode. So when you sleep, your body doesn't understand, so it starts sweating as if it's doing something. It doesn't want to rest, basically. So by the time we went to Beirut to do my son's surgery, he was really 2 steps away from having a heart attack. He actually had a mini stroke at the hospital. It took them a month to regulate his blood pressure because they were giving him the highest dose and his blood pressure wouldn't go down. And again, in surgery, the blood pressure element is super dangerous because if they cannot regulate it, you basically blow your heart up with a heart attack. So after that, I was advised to do a genetic test because it was extremely rare to see this in children. We did a genetic test and it came back for a rare genetic disease called von Hippel-Lindau, VHL in short. Everybody doesn't know about it. I even sometimes go to doctors with a checklist, and I am not judgmental of that. A friend of mine explained to me once, he's a doctor, he said, you have to understand that VHL is a chapter we study, and that they tell us, you will never see this. So, yeah, doctors forget they're human. So that was when we learned about my son, and then they said, okay, we need to test the parents. And this is where my life turned upside down when I discovered that I was the one who actually have VHL, and I passed it on to my 3 kids. So VHL, so some genes you take 50% from the father and another 50% from the mother, but the VHL gene you take it either or. So there's a 50-50 chance that you get it. So my brother and sister don't have it, but my mom has it, and I inherited it from her.
And so what does this mean for you? Were you feeling symptoms before? I mean, what does this mean?
I didn't have enough time at the Gladiator to go through this, but this is something that I'd love to eventually also talk about, women's pain.
Yes, please.
So I believe I had this tumor from my mid-20s. In my mid-20s, I started having weird panic attacks, but like weird ones out of nowhere. I'd be completely fine. Panic attacks, sometimes you build up when it's psychological. It would be like I'd be totally fine, then suddenly my heart is like at 220, I'm freaking out, I'm fainting. Doctors, again, and I don't mean to criticize doctors, they keep us alive, yeah? But some doctors don't take women's pain seriously. They would test me, oh, it's your heart, take blood pressure medication, oh, this, that. Oh, go see a psychiatrist then, of course. When you can't analyze properly, send her to the psychiatrist. I took antidepressants and then I stopped because I didn't need them at the time, maybe now. And then when I got pregnant, my heart was always going crazy. And I had these weird rashes in my pregnancy, and it was getting worse with time, and I was getting these doom and gloom feelings. When there was a particular election in the US in 2016, I was so scared. I bought water, I bought milk, because I thought, that's it, it's World War III. And so when my son was diagnosed and then I was asked to be checked, lo and behold, I had a 6-centimeter tumor. And the moment they did my surgery, all this was gone. My heart rate went back to 80 beats per minute. The doom and gloom was gone. Those panic attacks that I used to get, never again. And it hurts me a lot because really I feel for a decade at least, it was messing with my head. And doctors were just throwing me to psychiatrists, which when I need help now, I go to psychiatrists. I have no problem with that. I have no problem with counseling. But back then, it was physical, and nobody paid attention. You know, the cardiologist, I'm not a doctor, he never thought, okay, what else affects the heart? Let her check her adrenals. You know, your heart is fine, go to a psychiatrist. So yeah, I had these symptoms, and we had no clue. And actually, we only noticed after my surgery that my husband was the one who notices the most, because it also makes you aggressive. So he was the first one to say, wait a minute, you know, you used to do this, you used to do that, and it was just all gone.
Okay. I really love that you're saying this, not that you went through this, but that you're speaking this, because this is something that I talk on a lot.
Really?
Because women, number one, have not been studied enough, right? Our hormonal cycles, menopause, PMS, perimenopause, you know, all of these different things that every single woman on the planet experiences in her life. They've not done enough studies about. They don't teach enough about. And the minute that you go into a doctor and you ask them, hey, you know, I'm feeling a little weird, you know, I'm feeling a little off balance, maybe I have a lot of anxiety, they just slap you with go to the psychiatrist, and the psychiatrist puts you on an SSRI, and half the time, probably more than half the time, it's not even having to do with the woman just being emotional. You know what I'm saying?
100%. Honestly, this when I had Zain, actually, I think I had postpartum depression, but with that tumor, I was really going crazy. Like, really, I was seeing him. I was so tired. I would see him like a monster. And I went to my doctor, and I said, listen, I'm not okay. I see him like this. I feel like I'm going to hurt him. Oh, but okay, as a youngster, my doctor knew me very well. I partied a lot, and he knew. And he was like, you know, you have a history with abuse and this. I don't want to give you pills and that. And my best friend, she helped me. She came and she said, give me your son. Just go sleep, because the lack of sleep is driving you nuts. And, you know, with sleep, it became better. But I truly believe it was all it's called pheochromocytoma. It's a very big name. But the adrenal tumor, actually, they even explained to me at NIH that if you commit a crime, by law, if you have an active pheo, you are regarded as not like insane, because it pumps this adrenaline in you, so you become very aggressive. So I'm like, man, I navigated like a decade of my life with kids, with a job, with a poor husband who really had to put up with a lot of aggressiveness. And it was physical. It's like, you know, there was nothing I could have done about it until we accidentally knew after my son. And it's been what? I removed my tumor, oh my God, 7 years ago. Gone. All these doom and gloom and craziness. I would wake up in the morning and think, I'm going to kill myself today. But then I would think, but why? You know, great husband, wonderful kids, good life in Dubai. Like, why do I have these ideas in my head? Go see a psychiatrist.
Yeah, it's really a shame. I just wanted to shed some light there because I feel like it's something that is starting to be more talked about.
Yes.
And women are starting to realize, hey, I'm not actually crazy. Maybe my hormones are a little off balance, or maybe it's even something unfortunately more serious.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I really do like to talk on that because it's unfair, you know,
Yeah.
it's unfair. Just because women are stamped as emotional, I mean, we're not crazy.
No.
It's our, you know, cycles and it's the things that we go through, you know. So, yeah, oh my gosh, Lina. So your 3 kids have this. So what does that mean? What does that mean?
So, in 2018, the life expectancy for people with VHL was 49. But I'm 49, by the way. But I'm not scared. Technology, advance in medicine, and you know where we're going with AI is only going to make it better. And just in 6 years, this age has gone up to 60, even 70, because the imaging is better. So the problem with VHL is that it does tumors in your brain, ears, eyes, spine, pancreas, kidneys, and adrenals. So on the pancreas and the kidneys, it is cancer. And they're known to be the most lethal for the general population. Why? They don't give symptoms until it's too late. But because we know we have VHL, we scan every year. So I have cancer on my pancreas for the past 4 years. If I go to a doctor and I don't tell him I have VHL, he'd be jumping off his desk, putting me on a table. But because we know I have this genetic predisposition, they leave it. Because they know that before 2 centimeters, it doesn't migrate to any other organ. So it's just sitting there. Once it reaches that size, then of course we have to operate. But in my case, again, because it's genetic, 4 years ago, it was 0.8 centimeters. Then 3 years ago, it was 0.6. Last year, it was 0.4. Wow. So, and again, that's why we're in a research study, because they take all this data and try to make a theory out of the VHL gene and how it works, basically. So we have to scan every year. We scan the brain, the spine, and the abdomen. And unfortunately, when adrenal tumors, as soon as they're active, they remove them because they can cause heart attacks. And what we have seen in our family is that we're basically predisposed mostly so far to this type of tumors. So my son Zain had 2 removed. Unfortunately, he has another 2 that popped up this summer, which we will remove in March. Jude had 2 removed, and Luana had 1 removed. I had 1 removed, and I have 1 that has been stable and not active for the past 6 years since we started monitoring. But basically, we live year to year, and as much as I can, I try when I get the stable, you're stable, see you next year. I cry, I kiss the floor, and my kids never get it. They're like, Mom, why are you crying? And I'm like, one day you'll be old enough and you'll understand why I'm crying. And then we wait for, the next year and the next year. And it's a race against time. There is a drug that came out 5 years ago. But it's a chemo drug, so it's not ideal. It's usually given to extreme cases or where tumors are inoperable. So they give it, it has very bad it's chemo, yeah? So side effects, fatigue, brain fog, so it's not ideal. I'm hoping it would be developed enough to become like a pill that is like protective pill, but not chemo, but we're not there yet.
So, I mean, how do you even, like, the strength that you have is just incredible. I mean, it's really because you don't have a choice, right? I mean, you don't have a choice, but you're still showing up every day. I mean, it's so inspiring to me because I would have probably just jumped off this building already. Like,
That's what we all say. And I wanted to do that. Totally, I wanted to do that. And now, I joke that. So when I learned that we all had it, I was complete depression. I was in bed. I don't know if it was day or night. I was just in bed. So my brother and my sister, they kind of dragged me to a counselor that I used to work with when I was younger. So he was like, talk to me. Tell me, like, what do you want? So I wasn't sleeping back then. All night, I'd be like this, my neck would be like constantly shivering. So he said like, you trust me, tell me like what's going on. So I told him, I'm constantly fantasizing about killing them and killing myself. So it's finished. I don't have to worry about their pain, I don't have to worry about their future, and I'm done. So he looked at me and he said, okay, I'm a psychologist, you need a psychiatrist now. Because when a mother is ready to harm her kids, the brain, the chemicals, then there's imbalance. And then when I told him I wasn't sleeping and shaking, he said it's actually the body trying to rock you to sleep because it's so tired, but you're so freaked out that it's doing this. So actually I was put on antidepressant for a year, which was very good, to be honest. When I think about it now, it's a load that I don't think anyone can take. So it gave me the time to kind of do my research, knowledge is power, kind of see what I'm up against. Once NIH took us in, that helped a lot. You're followed up by the best. Yeah. And slowly I stopped the antidepressant. And, there are days where I don't want to get out of bed. I'm not going to say, I'm carrying. No, there are days where I disappear, and I tell my friends, I tell my my community, if I disappear, let me, give me this time. I just want to sit. I can't cry, by the way. I rarely have tears. It's dry, but I just sit, and I sit with my pain and just. But then, you're a mom. Yeah. You look at them. I brought them. I gave them this. Yeah. The least that I can do is show up and make it good. And when they're going through something, to be their rock and to empower them and, to make them advocate for themselves. Zein is 16. Last year when we were at NIH is a big campus, and, the tests are a list this long. I gave it to him and I said, I'm just walking behind you. In 2 years, you'll be an adult. Maybe you'll come alone for this. So just show me where you're going, what you're doing. And it breaks my heart that at 16, I need to be training my son to do that. But knowledge is power. And, I want them to advocate for themselves and be ready.
Yeah. How was there a time you sat and told them, like, this is it, and this is what you're going to have to do, and this is what, your kids, you brought them on stage with you. They're amazing souls. Yeah, so strong, so happy.
Yeah, thankfully.
Yeah, yeah.
So I, as an Arab, didn't want to tell them first. I wanted them to get to 18 and tell them. But as soon as we were accepted at NIH, because it's a research study, and I guess it's the American way, which now I feel it was the right way, they directly explained to them everything. So actually, when they signed that they are in a research protocol, the team sat with them and explained to them that they're in a cancer study and that they are helping find a cure for kidney cancer. And really, like, they talk to them as if, not as if, they see us as their partners. Again, for science, a mom, 3 kids, it's very good. So they're always like, thank you for doing this, and so they explain to them immediately that this is what you have, this is how it shows up, this is what you need to do. So they've all learned basically when they were 7, 8, and 9. And there is a VHL group on Facebook, and I'm very blessed to have this group, because I went there and I asked, hey, anyone grew up with this? How do you feel about it? And most of the answers came that it was much better, that we knew as kids. It was like our life, So that's how they know, how they learned about it immediately.
Do you guys have any specific things that you do to like move through your days? Like, I just don't know how I would. I have no words. I don't know how I would make it.
See, 2018, 19, and 20, I think they were like a fog to me. And there is the old me, and there is the new me. And my life before VHL is over. I was, I kept the looks, but like I was parties, I love rock and roll, Bon Jovi, that kind of chick. And now it's more, I've become obsessed with raising their voice, and just I want to provide a financial cushion for them. So I work 10 times harder now, because I want them to be financially independent and free. So if VHL strikes, they have a cushion. So it has switched me on. I changed a lot. I never cared about money, but maybe I should have, even regardless of VHL. But I learned that no, I need to value my work and my time, and ask for what I want. But all this was switched on when I learned that the kids have VHL, and I was like, okay, I have to secure them. So that's how I live now, which is very different pre-VHL diagnosis.
It does give you a different perspective on life.
Yeah.
That's for sure. I just, anything like health, right? So I had an ex, and I ended up saving his life because he had terrible pneumonia. It was just really bad. He was literally on the brink of it was scary. It was bad. And I was able to give him enough things. Like, I had prednisone with me. I had peptides. I had all these things because I'm a biohacker. I bring it everywhere, so I'm always, making sure I have my stuff in case anything weird happens out of the country. So it sustained enough until we got back to America, and then he was able to go to the hospital. We were there for a couple of days, and he got out, and it was fine. But it's like, when he was sick, I was like, if you're not healthy, if you don't have your health, you don't have anything. Nothing else matters. Nothing matters at all.
No, nothing.
And your perspective completely shifts on life and everything.
Yeah.
And I think that, I just think that God has a way of showing you things through that lens of these big, huge, massive things that you have to deal with in life. It's like to shift the perspective, to kind of look at it this way. Because what's really amazing, Lina, is the fact that AI is a thing, right? The technology is a thing. And honestly, I just had this amazing conversation with the AI guy,
Yeah.
And I just really feel like all health problems will be solved within the next 2-3 years through AI,
I live on this hope. A big question, how do you carry on? Hope on science and medical advancements. And honestly, I see it. Unfortunately, I see NIH being attacked now because it has become politicized. But I wish people knew that NIH, for a lot of people, all of us with rare diseases, it's our lifeline. They keep us alive. Period, and it's they're looking for the next antibiotic and the next vaccine and the next cure. And, you know, there's so many cancer treatments that came out of NIH from people like us. So they give me hope. Every time I go, I tell them, you guys, you give me hope, because they're fully dedicated to just, you know, we don't pay them. We get treated for free. So it's purely data. And then, you know, when, you know, I'm all for being healthy, living a healthy lifestyle, eating wholesome food, you know, staying away from bags but some things, you know, if a baby comes with a tumor this big, they're like 9 months old. It's not food. Something is not right. And this is what we see at NIH, yeah, because I stay at the Children's Hospital. So you don't, there's the Children's Inn, which my dream one day is to be nothing but a volunteer or to build something like this here in the UAE. So they lodge all these kids that are having treatment at the hospital. But because the hospital is so depressing, no matter how cute you make it, even if it's pediatrics, they try to keep you at the hotel inside the campus so that kids can be kids. But every time we go, I mean, the kids that I see there is like heart-wrenching. You know, just parts missing, tumors, can't walk, can't breathe, no hair, transplants, and they're all under 10. So it's like, and my kids see that, but for me it's character building. You know what? Appreciate health, and that's part of life, unfortunately. We don't see it, but it is there.
Yeah, this honestly has opened up another level of awareness for me, because, you know, Western medicine for me and my family, it just didn't do my family rights at all. Like my brother, they didn't catch a thing when he was little, therefore it led to his kidneys failing. My mother ended up donating one of her kidneys to him. Now it's failing. He's been on dialysis for 9 years. You know, my father went in for knee surgery and then he died a week later.
Oh
so
my God,
it's just
I'm so sorry.
no, you know,
Yeah.
I understand probably why my life has been the way it is, because I'm a huge advocate for holistic therapies and Eastern medicine and things like that. But just knowing and hearing your perspective and your experience with medicine is very inspiring for me, and it kind of just helps me to have a little bit more respect for medicine. Because, you know, it's just, you just never know, you know, you just don't know. And I don't ever think it's the doctor's fault, right? I mean, it's the ignorance of not knowing the information that's pertinent for the person, right? So it's like I always tell my people, like, know your body, know yourself more than anyone else does.
True. 100%.
Yeah, but yeah, go ahead.
You know, even the doctor that told me I needed help, she's still our doctor, yeah? I'm not upset with her. When we learned about Zain, she told me, you know what, Lina, medicine is an open book. We have not closed it. We're still learning. You know, I went with the checklist that I was taught at med school. So I did everything, and all this came back normal. And so I thought he's fine. So, but with rare diseases, I'm also told, by the way, that typically this is what happens. You get ignored, and then it lingers. And actually, to get diagnosed for a rare disease, it takes 9 to 12 months. And that's exactly what it took with us, 9 months.
Well, I mean, it makes sense, because if it's not prevalent in medicine and they're not learning, like it's not one of the big things that they learn, they don't know to look out for it.
No.
And if they're hitting all the checklists,
Exactly.
and you fall into the box of this equals this, of course.
Yeah. His blood test is fine, he's growing. Okay, he lost a little bit of weight, but then his blood pressure was fine. That's also another tricky thing. It would have triggered them to look. He was just sweating. So It's very hard, you know, when it's rare diseases and things we don't know. And again, it's these kids that I see at the hospital. I mean, we don't know. And I guess I'm a big advocate for science who is trying to know, and they're open about it. You know, they tell me, our team, when I ask them, they tell me, we don't know. We're researching this drug that they have for VHL. I said, is it for life? We don't know. We don't know. It just came 5 years ago. The longest study done is 8 years. So we don't know. So it's overwhelming that they don't know. Yeah. But I'm discovering that, I mean, like she said, medicine book is still open. It's not closed.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. How can people support, like, helping to find rare diseases, and like, how can people support?
So you're doing that now, and again, thank you very, very much. So there's an organization called Rare Disease, and actually in February, the last day of February is Rare Disease Day, because February every 4 years comes 29 days. So there's a lot of advocacy done around that day, around rare diseases and equity, you know, and how to help the rare disease community. And for VHL, I mean, I'm carrying this flag with, you know, raising awareness, because, okay, not a lot of people have VHL, but a lot of people have kidney cancer. So if we understand this gene, we can end kidney cancer, and we can cure a lot of kidney diseases, because your kidney sits on this gene. So there I get a lot of interest. So there's Kidney Can in the US. There was, unfortunately, again, last year the fund for the kidney cancer was slashed in the US. So it went from 45 million to 0. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So I mean, there's the VHL Alliance for VHL, where they're always trying to do, you know, funding, runs, donor matching, you know, all the rare disease foundations that advocate for rare diseases. But again, I mean, your voice is already something amazing. And really, thank you so much, because I believe this is the beauty of social, yeah? It has so many...
It does have good things.
But this is just great that, you know, you can reach, your voice has a volume now with social media.
Yeah. Well, I just think that this is so important. I mean, you just don't meet someone every day that is going through something like you have been through the past decade of your life. I mean, it's just not common, but it's there. Mm-hmm. And so you can't ex-nay the there. Mm-hmm. So it's like we have to, I really feel like it's an interesting time to be alive on this planet, with so much, you know, things that are happening with AI and discovery, and not only that, but human consciousness. Yes. And awareness. I mean, social just brings us this much closer together. Exactly. To be able to find out about stuff like this and to support stuff like this. Yes. You know? Yeah. So I think it's truly a blessing to be alive right now. And I think that, honestly, Lina, I still don't know how you like even smile. Like, I'd be walking around like I just wouldn't, you know, it takes a special soul to, and I don't know what your belief system is, but it really takes a special, strong soul to incarnate with a mission like this on the planet. Yeah.
So there are days where I'm like this, and I just don't want to be talked to. My system of belief is very unique. So I'm born Muslim, but I'm very spiritual. I'm very Muslim. I fast, I pray, but I'm also very open to all philosophies, all religions. My husband is from a different religion. We're a mixed marriage. So I do have anger issues with what's happening. I used to believe that you sign your contract, you choose your life, and your kids choose you, and they choose this destiny. Man, I don't want this. So it's like, now I feel like if I chose this, and I, you know, sometimes they tell me karmic that and that. I'm like, no. Don't tell me karmic that on kids. Yeah, karmic that on me. Yeah, kids, no. And even with, so I'm Lebanese, so Lebanon is mixed Muslims and Christians, yeah? And both in our country, the system of belief is, God tests you. I've lost friends because they told me that. Don't tell me God is testing me. God is not a masochist, yeah? He doesn't make kids suffer to see how much you believe in him. Like, this drives me nuts. It's like, so it's, for me, it is bad luck. It's a gene that doesn't work. It has nothing to do with God. God gave me my soul, put it in this body, and he said, there you go. That's what I believe. Often I'm asked, would you have kids? I adore them, but no, I would not have kids if I knew that they would get that. And actually, for my kids, I tell them from now, if you want to have kids, it's going to be IVF, because you can test the embryo and you can take the VHL negative embryos and you can then, go forward. People tell me, so you mean you didn't want these kids? Their soul is their soul. I believe they would have had the same soul in just a slightly different body. So I have zero moral issues with IVF and testing the embryos and going for the embryos that are VHL free. I want it to end with them, and I hope they make this decision in the future.
Mm-hmm. It's I love talking to people that believe, even different or live different lifestyles than I do, because it expands the way that I see things. Mm-hmm. And so I'm very empathetic to other people and what, their lives. I'm a feeler, so I can literally feel people. Oh, girl. But it really just opens my eyes to other perspectives to allow me to see it with a bigger lens, instead of my narrow-minded, no, it's like this, it's going like this, and I believe this. This is why this podcast is called Unlimited, because it's I want all perspectives, all beliefs, all thoughts, all walk of lives to be out there and shown, because it's I just feel personally, we all have a different mission, we all come here just with different problems and different things we got to go through. And I think that one of the biggest faults with humans is the fact that we are so judgmental of others just because they think a different way or they believe something different than we do. And it's what I really feel is going to heal us as a society, as a human society, is us just fully accepting each other for who they are.
Exactly.
Yes.
Exactly, 100%.
Yeah. And just realizing and know, it can always be worse. Even on my day, even this morning, I woke up in a really bad mood. And I'm trying to do my gratitude meditation. I'm trying to do all the things. And as I'm sitting here and continuing my morning in this bad mood, and I'm not, when you're in a bad mood, everything else bad happens to you.
Exactly,
and
yeah.
I'm
It's funny, I had a bad morning, and I'm change your mindset. You have to go in the afternoon, you have to be good.
Same. I'm fix your energy, because this is not this is not good. And it's you know what? It can always be worse. Yeah. Always. Yeah. And it's just be thankful for what is right now, Mm-hmm. We are living, we are breathing, and it's okay right now, in this moment.
100%.
It's okay. And it's when we start to feel into the future or think about the past, we're bringing ourselves out of this present moment into this emotion, which is in turn creating this reality in our brain, because it doesn't know if it's real, fake, or whatever. And it's just ruining the present moment of everything is fine right now.
Yeah.
And 100%. So I was at lunch, I'm I get it. I was I know what's wrong with me. I'm not present. I was I'm not present. I'm just worried about this. I'm thinking about that. I'm frustrated about this because I'm not present. Because I'm I'm so present right now, and I'm looking at these beautiful buildings, and I'm eating this great food. There's nothing to worry about right now. Yeah. Presence,
Very, very, very well said, really. Focusing on the
right now. Right now.
And I honestly, as someone who, I grew up in the war, so Lebanon, there was a very bad war from 1976 to 1999. I was born in 1976. I should have known, First year of war, I arrived that it's going to be a war.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, better laugh than cry, right?
Yes.
So we grew up in the war, and I lost my dad when I was 10. My brother and my sister left to the US. So I was very lonely, war, you know. So I became an adult that was very grateful. Grateful for going to college, grateful for getting a job, affording, you know, thankfully my mom worked, but, you know, we lost my dad when we were young. So plus the economy collapsed during the war. So, you know, it was hard. So I was very grateful even before VHL. And then with VHL, I was like, my God, I was grateful, you know, but I am honestly like, you know, fall comes, whole decoration in the house. Christmas comes, Ramadan, Diwali. It's like, and, you know, my friends are constantly like, is there any celebration? No, anything that can make us happy, gather us around the table, have a celebration. I'm doing this.
Yes. Yes. It's important. It is so important.
Yeah.
So how can I support you more? How can they support you more? I mean, you said that there's these groups and everything that we can join. I mean, what else? Like, what else?
Really, funding. The cure is out there.
Yeah.
But, okay, this is where Western medicine, but see, I'm a businesswoman, yeah? I'm a marketeer. I get it. If there is not enough profit, there's not enough research. So again, we go back. VHL is tiny, but kidney cancer is big. So just getting that funding so there is enough research done so that with AI, with funding, 3-5 years down the line, with genetic editing now, I mean, it is somewhere out there. The cure is out there, we just haven't found it yet.
Yes.
And we just need the tools to get there. And that is driven by science and research. Yeah. That's it. So the more people know about it, the more, you know, they're willing to talk about it. And then eventually the funding hopefully comes in, especially, you know, for kidney cancer, because like I told you, it's been completely slashed.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Well, I'm going to make sure to have all these links for people to easily
Yes,
go in the
yeah.
description. I'll have you send me everything.
Yes.
And make sure that it's there. And whatever I can do, Lina, seriously, because, I mean, your story of resilience, and then you're funny, and you're, you know what I'm saying? It's like, I just don't know how you living, girl. Like I said, this wasn't my mission, this life, because I would have been jumped off this. I'm sorry. Like, I can't. With my baby, like, I mean, he's a teenager, so he just turned 13. Girl, he's like, he's starting to not be obsessed with me. And I'm like, I don't like this. And it's hurting my feelings. So I can't even imagine, like, oh my gosh. Like, he had a little cough. And I'm like, you know, you are a special one. And your kids are special. I mean, I could see it on the stage even. Like, they're special, you know?
Yeah, my boy, I really regret it now, because when we were on stage, he said, can I say something? But I said no, you know, because I didn't know what he was going to say. Mm-hmm. And then afterwards I said, what did you want to say? He said, I just wanted to tell them, cheer for my mom. Oh. So yes. Yeah, he killed me really. Like, I was like, Habibi, you know, as long as you're okay, I'm happy. I don't need cheering. And I thought that was too cute that, you know, he wanted people to, like, he wanted to say cheer for my mom.
Yes.
And I'm told that people were cheering, so I'm very thankful for that. And,
they were. I mean, I heard the most screams for your story. It's just
really, oh my goodness, I'm overwhelmed. I mean, I'm also super blessed, you know. Mr. Diaz, as I like to call him, he's my guardian angel.
Yeah.
You know, I met him because I wanted advice. Because I told him, you know, this is my story. I need to get going with life. You know, what can I do to secure my kids? And that's how the friendship started 4 years ago. And he gave me that stage to voice my story. And I believe the more people know, the closer we get to a cure.
Yes, absolutely, absolutely. And you know what? Like I said, I really have high hopes for you and your family, just with all of the new discoveries of how, things are going to open up for the next few years in medicine. It's just going to get incredible, I'm telling you.
Hope so. Really, I live on this hope.
Yeah. Well, I know that, my community will take a moment and specifically do a meditation for you and your family.
Please.
Yes,
when people ask me when I go for surgeries, what do you need? I say prayers.
Yes.
Nothing is hard for God.
Yeah.
And there's nothing like the power of prayer.
Yes.
So this collective, sending out this healing energy, this wanting to find a cure, I am like 100% believer.
Yeah.
So please, prayers.
Yes.
The more we do, the closer we get to a cure.
Send you and your family some love and some good energy out here, because life is hard, man.
Let me tell you about it.
It is. Well, you know what? You're here. We're present. Everything is okay in this moment.
Exactly.
And, the hope.
Yes.
And I'm so honored that we got a chance to talk, and I knew that I was drawn to you for a reason, and just whatever I can do, because
Thank you for coming, because I was shy and I was like not, and you just came and I'm like, oh, okay, she's approachable. I can talk to her.
I was like, hi! I was on 10 for that speaker. I was like, let me go say hi to everybody. But you caught my eye, and I know why, because it's this type of reality that I need to peek into to understand, like, I just need to have way more gratitude for my life, and I need to I want to bring the world together, it's like so much unnecessary hate out here, and that adds to the sickness, and it's like, if we could just come together.
Really, I mean, we're all one at the end of the day.
Yeah.
No matter what you are, color, religion, at the end of the day, we just want to be happy, present,
right,
enjoying the moment.
Yeah.
And that's it. The rest is all, it's going to pass.
Exactly.
When they tell me, when I'm not good, I say, it's going to pass. Everything is going to, I will pass. I will be forgotten. I pass, my kids remember me, then they pass, and khalas, finished, we're done. So, so be present.
Yes. Yes, that's the name of this podcast. Presence. Exactly. Well, where can people find you, Lina?
So I'm very vocal on Instagram. You'll find me Lul, Lina El Zein. I'll send you the handle. On LinkedIn, obviously, I'm also there. I don't have a channel or anything. Just I'm on Instagram and LinkedIn.
Awesome. Well, I have your links in the description so people can easily find you, and I know that we'll definitely put some clips out to make sure that people understand about this, and we can bring more awareness to the subject. So
sure.
Okay.
Thank you very, very much for doing this. Really, I'm blessed. Really, in all this, when people come and lift me up, it keeps me going. So thank you a lot for doing this.
Thank you. Well, thank you for sharing your story and just
pleasure.
being who you are. Because, like I said, I wouldn't be the same. You cracking jokes and stuff. I would be like, I don't know how, but she's doing it.
You know what? People want to be happy, yeah?
Yeah.
So if this is how we move forward, we're going to do it.
Absolutely. Well, thank you so much.
Thank you, Elisabeth. Thank you. It was an honor to meet you, really.
It was an honor to meet you, too.
This podcast is for informational and entertainment purposes only. The views expressed are those of the hosts and guests and don't necessarily reflect those of the producers or affiliates. We do not guarantee the accuracy of the content. Please verify information and seek professional advice when needed. By listening, you agree not to hold us liable for any actions taken based on this content. Thank you for joining us on this journey. We hope you enjoy the episodes ahead. Love unlimited, feel unlimited.
Before we wrap, if you're done living in loop mode, the addictions, the emotional swings, the stuck seasons, start with a tool that actually shifts your state. Go to unlimitedmeditationpack.com and download the free pack I created. It's 5 targeted meditations with theta entrainment frequencies that drop you into the zone where real subconscious reprogramming happens. These sessions calm your system, clear the old patterns, and open you up to better health, better connections, more clarity, and a life that finally moves. Start there. unlimitedmeditationpack.com.